It's time to play the fucking dwarves. It's a little chilly out today. To play the fucking dwarves. Alright. Here we are. Campaign.
Fracas made us from stone.
Fracas!
Girdle guard.
Girdle guard. Girdle guard? Let's try this. Ah, fuck, it's not working.
On the way! Understood! Alright!
Alright, let's go down there.
Come here, you! That's that! Charge! Come here, you! Charge!
Fighting all these dwarves. Goblins. Shit. Music's very loud. Fucking finish him off. Alright, let's go. Come on.
Alright!
Girdle guard! Fighting goblins.
Come here, you! I could do with your help! Understood!
Back off, dude!
Alright! Understood!
Alright, hell's going back up.
Alright!
I'll hop on in here. Hop on out.
Landling! A present from the workshop!
Awesome! How do I...
Alright!
Open crate.
Ah! I'd be happy.
Oh, okay, there we go. I got grenades.
That's that.
Oh!
Understood!
Grenade!
Alright!
Let's go here.
And
Then let's hop out. Grenade!
On the way! Come here, you! And again!
Yeah, you run.
My king! What are you doing here?
Giselbert I, the father of the 15th clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving.
None.
Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant.
Not the
It
illness.
brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas!
Vrakas! Vrakas seems like a pretty good dude.
It will be so.
Alright, hold on. W. How do I play this? Okay, just click on him. I'm gonna use the grenades.
One gone. Understood. Yes.
Alright, I gotta be careful with that whole thing.
Over there. Huh?
Oh, okay. Play it spacebar. Let me, turn this audio down. Music's okay. There we go. Look at that. Look at these dwarves fighting. Aye. Alright, so I do like a combo here. Have this guy hop over here. This guy. Attack right here. And go.
On my way. Yes. Hammer time. Come here, you.
Yay! I knocked him off. Forgot about that.
What?
What is it?
All right.
Back off, back off. Oh, look at all the guys that knocked off.
On the gate.
Alright, alright.
I'll stay dead. It will be so. Be off with you. Hammer time. On the gate.
On the gear.
I'll stay dead.
Yes. How do I use? How do you undo it? Oh shit. Okay. I don't know how I did it, but whatever.
Come here and die. I'm stay dead. On my way. What is it? That's that.
Buddix.
Charge.
Nice. Get fucked, you. Alright, where's the king? He needs to come out here.
Off with you.
Come out here to the front.
Be so. And again. Come here and die. For fracas. That's that. Yes. Come here, you. That's that.
Very good, very good.
Yes. And again.
Bam!
And stay
Fuck them all up.
with you. That's that. Come here, you.
Come here, you. Oh, I fell over. Oh no. Where is the king?
Come here and die. And again. And stay dead.
There you go. Gotta kill the cross
What?
thingies. Looking good so far. Managing everything.
Yes? Hammer time! Ha! On the way! Be all right with you.
Like standing on the rock.
On the way! Come here, you! Hammer
Alright, I need to get back to my buddies.
Another one gone! And stay dead! Hammer time!
Really? Hammer time?
Come here and die!
Ching, ching, ching.
What is it? That's that? Ha! Another one gone! Come here, you! Understood!
Alright, I gotta take out this cross. Yeah, animals here.
On the way! Hammer time!
Fell over. Damn it, Dave!
Another one gone!
Nice. There we go.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
What's this?
Come here and I'll split you like a straw!
Split,
you
yeah.
treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand.
None of them.
But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate
Can't
that has
do it.
barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool!
Kill him.
Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
Just put it back and kill the zone, man.
Huh?
Oh no.
All right,
I knew these,
charge! Ha! On the way! Ha! Understood!
I'm a dwarf, you fax. You couldn't stop me.
And again!
Alright, I'm gonna try to knock.
I have failed.
I fell off. Fell off the, yeah, I fell off.
What is it?
What is it? Maybe if I go, like, this way. There we go. I knocked something.
Come here, you! Ha! Charge! Understood!
Kill him.
Come here, you!
Look at this armor. I love it. I love this good old dwarven armor. No! Protect the king! You bastards!
Charge! On the way! Ah! Ha!
Got him.
Right. Ah!
I fell over.
And again! Ah! And stay dead!
Stay
On the
dead
way.
forever, you bastard.
Come here, you!
Fucking orcs.
And again!
Are we pushing? We're charging?
On the way! Charge! Understood!
Nice. Aww.
Look at me. I am Sintheras, the reaper of your death.
Get off my
I
beard.
will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever.
Aw.
Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
No! No! Not my brothers that died in battle. Stab. It hurts so.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdale Bolafar.
Tungdale.
I've got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on? What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to...
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
The general had a bad night.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding scowl.
I'm gonna bone you.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
More
Thyla
beard.
smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. But I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it'll be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge.
Nice.
The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
Goulash. Yeah. Let's go explore a bit. Add it to the party. Let's go over here.
Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vrakas.
Vrakas. Let's see this.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance unless you're fitting them with hooves. Too many legs and way too big.
It's true. Dwarves don't lack their horses. Ooh. Nice axe, dude. I don't think I realized that before.
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood.
Smithing, yes.
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
That's because he's a dwarf. Dwarfs are quite amazing and such.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
Growth. Who wants to see the world when you're a dwarf? You can make beautiful riches.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
He seems like a butthead. Also, why are we in Dwarven Ruins? Or Dwarven Hills?
Tandale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Yeah, let's have it burn then. Alright.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here,
Goulash.
hold this.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
Teehee.
I'll get you back for this, groundling.
To the famous repair. Now I'm going to repair it.
You damned freak.
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen.
So you can stab him with your axe.
What a pair you are!
What a pair I am? Is that what she said? I have a pair?
Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
It's in the back? What's she doing?
Do you know what Lord Yonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
Oh, so you just...
Do you know what Lord Yonan wants?
Oh, okay. She's just not going to talk.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favourite beer. But you haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know.
I could use a beer. Let's see what we got her. Alright.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Fuck you, lads!
Hey, what are you doing, groundling? We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Why don't you get your own portion?
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the forge.
Because we're druids. Character group inventory. Got some money, I got some provisions. I've got 15 bonuses, armor, damage, okay. And just like a heavy attack with the axe. I gotta keep that gloves.
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex. But compared to the courts of the other magi, the seat of power in Yonandar is small and modest.
And that's okay. Hey, small and modest is alright. You know, I guess I should go see Lot Yonan. Off to London. Look at all my frames. Look how many I got. Got so many. So many. So many. So many, so many, so many.
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants.
True.
It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
With my pleasure, guys. Yes. What's in the pouch? I'm curious about that.
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
It's true.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
That's okay.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Maybe I'll meet some other dwarves.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
Well, shit.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Alright. Vrakas! I'm gonna make sure there's nothing else I should grab. Guess not. I want my pillow. Look at the size of that pillow. That's just a foldable. That's a fucking huge pillow. I need it. I need some provisions.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering.
I don't eat any. I'm just gonna talk to what's her face.
Hello, Frala.
Hello, Frala. Oh. I need provisions.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Black Saddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in the Magus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Yeah, but not enough for...
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said. But you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
A shrug and a crooked smile, huh? Perhaps
I'll even meet some
dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idislane, as far as we know.
Idislane?
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
A family?
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans, and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
A long one. So long. Like,
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger on your journey.
it's not gonna happen.
Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
I'm gonna die. Everybody else is gonna die. Yeah. It's gonna be the fucking Lord of the Rings all over again. Hey, buddy. Alright, peace out, Cub Scout. I'm in charge. Talk to this guy. Hey. Oh, nothing there. Oh, nothing here. Alright. Guess I'll go. Leaving the vault. It lags when it loads. Pick your ear.
How nice to see you again, Lot-Yonan. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time.
No, you don't?
You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6.
The 6?
The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
All 6 of them.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
With magic and such.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
The mightiest of oaks. Guess I'm walking this way.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
No.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Uh-oh. Sneak up
the
to
creaking
the
leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see 2 human bodies in the flattened grass.
Not the humans. Not humans! Anything but humans.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
True. Let's see.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor, that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Vracus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
So little swords.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Search through the rucksack, yeah, like it.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Uh-oh. That's all I found? I thought she said I found a few in my bodies.
Nothing.
Thought there were a couple of human bodies.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
Yes.
Another rucksack.
Oh,
you open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
No, not at all. Take the gold.
It's not a robbery if you're already dead.
You give the corpse an apologetic look. The gold coins join the others in your purse. Warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
There's nothing wrong with stealing if, I mean, that's not true. But you know.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Bury the dead and continue the journey. You gotta bury your dead.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue.
Yeah. Alright, that did nothing. I don't know why I just did that. There's a town and then there's a question mark. Let's go to the town.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play.
Okay.
A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
Walk towards the children, give the farm a wide berth and continue on your journey. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Approach the fire. You don't frighten anyone. Sneak closer and find out. If I sneak...
You walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet.
Creep up to the men. eavesdrop on them. Approach the men and talk.
Once you reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably,
"Greetings. My name is..."
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
I'm traveling and would have nothing against a harmful company. Sorry for the intrusion. With whom?
My name is Tungdil. May I know with whom I have the pleasure?
Yeah, me. Oh, they just all said ha ha ha.
A perfect stranger, a groundling speaking like a king. We are woodcutters. Talk our language, or better still, get lost.
I only wanted to be polite.
Sod your politeness and your pretty words, groundling, and be off with you.
The man strengthens his grip on the axe and glares at you with sinister yellow eyes.
Oh, I'm a fucking dwarf. I will kill you. Put down your weapons, or I'll be forced to wield mine.
Put down your weapons, or I'll be forced to use mine.
Yeah!
You threatening us,
Yes.
groundling?
Yes, I am. I think I went something wrong. I don't want to fight. Think about it. I'm a dwarf. I don't use my axe for chopping down trees.
Now consider this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
That's what I say.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower their axes a little.
Hey, bang. I thought
so.
You turn your back on the men and walk back to the path confidently. You don't hear any steps behind you, and only once you've put distance between you do you dare look back over your shoulder. None of the men have followed you. You sigh with relief. It could have ended up a very painful experience if you'd provoked the men or shown them any weakness.
Or I could have killed them.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Yeah, I could.
You call to the nearest fisherman. He looks across at you briefly before turning away and getting back to his work. You're going to have to find another way of crossing the river.
Probably no free rides. Continue on my
leave
journey.
The peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way. You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
So where are these borders? Anyway. Look over the other side of the river. Fuck it.
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Ah, shit. They're mercenaries. Mercenaries. Massacrenaries. Massacrenaries. Curascanieri. Look at that fire. Look at it. That's a fire. One thing I like to do is exploring. Is there nothing to explore here? like a fucking battle zone, yo. Talk to the guy up there. Hey, yo!
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Please let me in. I don't want to spend the night under the stars. I'm a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf, I'll have you know, just like you are humans and not overgroundlings. So will you let me in now?
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stay closed once night has fallen.
There's certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Something adventurous. Someone in the village, 20 pieces of gold, bribe. Staler earned conversation.
The orc heads on the spears look fresh, a fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Right, boys?
Yeah!
That's right! Yeah! We've killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs.
Okay, that's
and
good.
Secondly, that they sadly have no brains at all.
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others tried to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
You can't leave these out here when there are orcs prowling around. Yeah, I'll just keep
Do
going
you
with the
want me to be
conversation.
mauled by the orcs? Let me in.
You're pleased to notice that your voice sounds more accusatory than worried. The free peoples of Girdlegard have always stood side by side against the beasts of Tion. The mercenary seems to weigh up his options, but then shakes his head.
Put a few miles between yourself and us, and then you should be safe. As safe as you can be these days.
I've got 20 pieces of gold here looking for a taker in the village.
Ah! One of your folk might leave his post for 20 pieces of gold, but I say, clear off, groundling. The gates stay closed until tomorrow morning.
But...
I feel like last time I was able to get in. I totally was. I guess, do I leave now? Oh, I gotta look at the gate. And be like, oh, this is
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Orc skulls?
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind. The double gate is made of strong planks.
So can I not talk to them anymore? Shit.
You see one of the mercenaries through the gaps in the palisade. He looks around nervously.
40 gold pieces, did you say?
Oh, there we go. Who are you? Well, we'll get caught. It's risky.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Not everyone is paid as well by the villagers as our honourable commander. And you're a dwarf. Dwarves and orcs are deadly enemies.
The young man looks around nervously.
So, how about it? 40 gold pieces and I'll let you in.
How many gold pieces do I have? I can't even check right now. Sure.
All right, 40 pieces of gold and not a word to anyone.
That would cost me my head too.
Yay, I made it inside. Now I just gotta avoid the guards.
You decide not to sneak around the village for too long and hide in some straw in a barn. You sleep uneasily, afraid you'll wake up at any moment with a knife at your throat. You don't feel very rested the next morning, but you manage to cross the bridge without incident and leave Goodwater behind you.
Man, fuck Goodwater.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vracus has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
The campfire place is awake. Campfire. Lie down to sleep. Put the camp at fire. Try to stay awake. Set camp hidden grow. Yeah, I want to do
You
that
swing
one.
yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
Oi! Oi, old cunt! What's up, King? How you doing? I'm playing some dwarfs. As a dwarf! It's an exciting time to be a dwarf. There's a lot of orcs. A pussy.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
It's a good game.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkog.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
How do I even know these people?
We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Well, I could assassinate him. I'm in a tree. Just drop down with my axe.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life.
6-inch.
You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs.
Savage.
But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Climb out. Observe.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Nothing. Climb out. When did I have a rope? That wasn't in my inventory. Want to do some PUBG? PUBG? We might be able to do that. Me and you? Is internet online? Let's see. No, I'm gonna keep. I want to see if I can find some loot or something. I think the orcs would have left some like gold or something behind on accident. Proceed on your way.
I should try to find out as much as possible about the groups of orcs before I set off again.
Dude, I've been fucking looking around. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, okay, I can check the campfire.
Ugh. You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
Gross.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fushka! In front of you!
Oh, shit.
A groundling! Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Throw your axe at the leader and try to escape? No, I'm just gonna fucking fight this out, King. Here we go. Just me versus you guys.
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Varacus made us of stone.
Oh. No, that's not good. Ooh. I'm dead.
Oink, oink, little piggy!
See you later, bud. I'll be on in a little bit. Oh! Shit's going down! Damn! Look at this guy. Fucking...
By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey! That one was mine! You're just too slow, dear brother! Too slow? Just wait!
This is the kind of shit I like, the dwarves. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, right?
Huh? What is it?
Q. Alright, see, I can like pause. I can pause it and then like give everybody the ability to do. So and then once you unpause it, they'll fucking do it right away.
Say goodbye forever. What is it?
I want you to come over
End
here.
it. Yes.
You... Alright.
And again. On my way. I didn't hit you very hard. Another one bites the dust.
They're hitting pretty hard. I need help over here.
As good as done.
Vile creature. Yes?
Run away.
Understood.
You just keep running. Keep running.
At once.
You need to get health back. This is pretty
on my way.
Keep running, you fucking... You wiener.
Yeah! He hardly put up a fight.
Alright, King. I'm gonna join you in a sec.
Yes?
Huh? Varacus!
Too easy! Oh, what bad luck for you! All right. Ow! Hey! I didn't hit you very hard. I'm with you. Yes, yes. Pow!
Yes.
Another one bites the dust.
On my way.
Yes, as good as done. Huh?
Charge.
Forever. And what now? Yes? Who's next?
Good teamwork.
With pleasure. All right. On my way. Oh, what bad luck for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Understood. Yes?
On my way.
It's crazy how many orcs are
Wild creature. With pleasure. Yes, yes. So. All right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes?
Say goodbye forever. What is it?
There you go.
Huh?
Understood.
Of course. And what now?
On my way.
Where are you?
Kill this archer.
Who's next?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
What is it? On my way. Pow! Another one bites the dust. Huzzah!
Huh? Yes?
Huh?
Killed.
Chopped into pieces. Shit.
Oink oink. That's all? No more orcs? Well thought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill? Well thought? But he fought like a... Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindal Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you. Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
Biggie snouts.
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to... The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
Fourthling, secondling, or anything like that is.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindal? Peggy snouts!
Bang
The Elfar from San Balzur and the orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
Death. Destruction. Destruction, death.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior. But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the Secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Head's jiggling.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Alright, that's gonna be part 1 for right now. And I'll keep doing more. Yep. See ya.